is going on, fitness family? It is Erica Bernie. So again, on Fridays usually is a day in the life type of video, but not that many things happen today, and I don't feel like you guys would be interested on just, you know, going to the gym and eating and doing some stuff in order for me to prepare for next week. Tomorrow and Saturday I will be working, and it has to do with a lot of training and training soldiers and all that stuff, so I feel like you guys will be more interested in that. I guess today is gonna be a Friday military video instead of Monday military, alright? And I hope you guys don't mind that. This video is gonna talk about what to prepare before you go to basic combat training. What, you know, so instead of like stressing out about things while you're in basic training, you want to like go through these steps before actually having to leave and not being able to have your phone, you know, any contact for a while. So these are the things that you want to think about. Think about when you get your mail and all that, who is that going to go to? So just in case something important comes up and someone mails you something, who's going to be able to open your mail for you? Another thing you want to worry about is your finances. Who's going to be able to pay your bills? Who knows your bank accounts? You know, you don't want to go out of basic combat training and then look at your credit score and be like, wow, I really messed up and I haven't been paying my bills for 2 or 3 months or so, and I didn't even know I wasn't paying it. So that's something you want to worry about, and make sure that your family or someone that's close to you knows about your finances and you trust them enough to all your finances will be paid off and it's just good to go. What you want to do is that if you have bills, certain bills in every single date and all that stuff, you want to write it down on paper and give it to your mom or give it to your dad or give it to your sister, your brother, or your spouse, or anyone that you trust in order to pay those dues. So something else, just in case, like, because I don't know, you know, how you guys work and all that stuff, so think about other things that can pop up while you're gone for basic combat training, and that someone will be able to think about like things prior to what can happen or what might happen, and then get that done and fix it all before you go to basic combat training. And before you get a letter in the mail and someone says, oh, you haven't done this and you have no phone or anything to contact them, and it takes a few days for mail to come back in and out. Another thing to worry about is, does your family know who to contact in an emergency? And that's something you want to ask your recruiter. Oh, what if I can't, you know, I brought my parents to my recruiter and they had so many questions. So if your family has questions, bring them along to the recruiter so they can ask their questions and they can understand who they can contact and all that. Another thing, and it's what I did, and it's kind of like a good thing to have, is create a bank account while you're gone, and it'll help in the long run. And now, these are the steps to expect during basic combat training. 10 things. Alright, number 1, and I've learned this really recently, expect to get sick. You're around new people, you're around a new place, and you're around people that sometimes don't even clean themselves, or sometimes don't even wash their hands, or with soap. You know, so expect to get sick and do your best to bring hand sanitizer and all that. So my fiance, drill sergeant, right? Her first few days of just working at the battery, she got really sick. And then so did her battle buddies, so it's something to think about, because when you're sick, then you can't run as well, you can't do a lot of things as well, and you can't be mentally ready to do a lot of things because you're sick. Number 2, expect to get homesick. Some of you guys might be like, no, I'm not gonna get homesick. Me, personally, I knew I was gonna get homesick. I love being at home, I love my parents, I love my family, I love all that. Understand that this is a whole different game now. It's not like the civilian world where you can do whatever you want. So expect to get homesick, not just being next to your family. Expect to get homesick from your friends and all that stuff. Just expect that in your head. Sometimes you're like super excited and you forget you might get homesick while you leave. Number 3, expect drama. Alright, I know you might think this is the military, there is no drama. There is. There's gonna be drill sergeants yelling at you, causing you stress. And a lot of these other soldiers, even younger ones, they don't deal with stress that well. So expect drama, expect bickering at each other, just expect that. I did not expect that, and I learned right away. Number 4, expect friendship and expect enemies. When you get there and you meet certain people, you guys are gonna be like best friends, you guys are gonna be like sisters, you guys are gonna be like brothers, and they're gonna be your best friend because they're going through hell and back with you. Expect friendship, don't be afraid of that. But expect enemies, expect people that, you know, don't want the good out of basic combat training. Expect people that are complete opposite of you. Expect people that aren't like so polite or don't have manners and all that. So expect some enemies. So it's not all, you know, flowers and butterflies and stuff. So just have manners and drive on and have your army values with you. Number 5, expect long days and short nights. Expect being like super tired around like 9 o'clock and lights out and all that, but then you have guard shift. Remember that in your guard shift, you don't just sit there and just watch and just fall asleep. No, you actually have to do your checks. You have to clean, because the drill sergeants will check, and drill sergeants do walk around during the guard check. So expect being tired and expect long days, and just expect that sleep is kind of like gone and just embrace the suck during the time, because everyone else is going through it with you. Number 6, expect stress. I mean, this is gonna be one of the most stressful times in your life, especially being a civilian and coming into this world. I know a lot of you guys might be like, no, it's not that stressful. But I'm telling you, all the things that they're gonna put you through is gonna be very stressful, and them gonna be yelling at you, and then your battle buddies are gonna be telling you to hurry up and all that stuff. Expect stress. And don't flip out if someone's yelling at you and all that. That's not the right thing to do. Just understand that stress is a very stressful situation, and you just gotta get through it. And then number 7, understand that you're gonna make mistakes. Understand that you're going to fail at times. I know you don't want to, and I know a lot of people are just like, I want to do my best and all that, but sometimes there's mistakes that happen. Sometimes you forget something. Sometimes you fail something and then you have to do it again. I mean, like, for example, for my first PT test, I'm gonna tell you this. For my first PT test, it was actually a diagnostic test, right? I failed my first PT test just because I didn't know how to do a push-up. And I thought I knew how to do a push-up. And all of a sudden I'm just like, wow. Failing that made me strive harder and work every single night in order to get push-ups and in order to max my push-ups. So expect that, like, when you fail, or if you do fail, that just make that drive you to like freaking go and, you know, hit the limits that you want to hit. Like, now push-ups aren't anything to me, just because I never wanted to feel that failure again. So just remember that during basic combat training, it's all new to you, so expect mistakes and expect failure. Number 8, I lost count, right? But I know this might be like, ha, I knew you were gonna say this, but expect the unexpected. Just go. Just do everything that they tell you to do, and just drive on. No matter what, just drive on. And if you're wondering why, at the end, you'll understand why. But for the time being, just expect unexpected and just Charlie Mike. And if you guys don't know what Charlie Mike means, it means continue mission. And last but not least, and it's not something like completely bad or anything, just expect to get deployed. I mean, at least right now, during this time, at least this is what I'm saying it today, on January 19th, right now, I'm not so worried about it, but just always have in back in mind that you can always get deployed. And this job is about getting deployed and, you know, putting yourself out there. If you have to, dying for your country, you know, because the reason why I joined is because I love America. I love the United States of America. So understand that you might get deployed, and if you're just in here for the college and then that's it, just remember you might get deployed. A lot of my battle buddies, right after we left AIT, all of a sudden they're telling me I'm going to Afghanistan, or hi, I'm going to Kuwait, or a lot of them went to Korea. I mean, that's not really a deployment, but they call it a deployment. But understand that deployments happen, and you might be in one of that duty stations that are gonna have to deploy right away. So that is something to remember. I think that is it. I think that's all I covered for preparing yourself before you go to basic combat training and preparing yourself mentally. Basic combat training, at the time, you're gonna be like, please hurry up, and just, I just want graduation to come. And then graduation comes, and then you're just like, wow, that time just went by so quickly. Trust me, that's gonna happen. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This weekend will be a lot of training with soldiers and all that stuff, so you guys will be able to see that. But if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, I'm sorry, and I'll try to fix it. I'm trying to get my videos to get better, and counting down the days, but I am out.